Oh, the Avocado 24 bottom airflow. It's finally here and I'm excited. I'm super excited. You guys know how I felt about the Avocado 24. Love that freaking tank. Still love that tank. Still vape on that tank. That's how good that tank is. So when they came out with the bottom airflow version, I was through the roof. This is the first day I've had this thing. I just wanted to show you guys, what this thing's about, how this thing's different from the Avocado 24. Then we'll come back. I'll take a couple hits and then we'll wrap this thing up. Like I said, first impressions. So here she is, ladies and gentlemen, the Avocado 24 bottom airflow. First thing you're going to notice is it's got this bell-shaped top cap. Gotta love it. She's 24 millimeter in width and she's 48 millimeter in height. That's 5 millimeter taller than the Avocado 24. She's got dual adjustable airflow. All you gotta do is grab it like this and just turn. You adjust it. Dual adjustable airflow. She also has a slot perpendicular if you want to run it in single coil. So you got a dual coil or a single coil option. This drip tip is tight, guys. It is tight. Comes with this Delrin drip tip, whitish bore drip tip. Does not have an O-ring. This is a plastic lip, just to let you know. So here's a top view right here, and it looks very, very, very similar to the Avocado 24. You got that block, that ceramic block, and I run this thing in single coil mode. This is the best for single coil mode. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But you got the top cap. It comes off like so. Here is the deck section, velocity style deck section. Now the first thing you're gonna notice is the posts are a little bit further apart, so you could pop bigger builds in there. You got slots. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the block out, the ceramic block, the silicone piece. Okay, so you got slots, your fill hole slots, your wick hole slots that run around each side of it. It's got this little juice flow control thing. First of all, this thing is in the way in my opinion. Okay, this right here, you close it off, okay, one side, and it just restricts it. I just think it's pointless in my opinion. The fart? So now it's stuck. So yeah, that pin just broke, and you know what? I'm kind of happy because that sucker was in the way. It blocked off this one side, and Roy, if you're watching this over at Geek Vape, you don't need it. Get rid of this juice flow control. It does not need it. The bottom airflow is money, money, money in my opinion. Like I said, this thing's got major potential. Granted, I've only popped 2 builds in here, but all I can tell you so far is single coil mode is the best way to do it. And in dual coil, the reason why I don't like dual coil, let me explain it to you. Because you have these fill hole slots that are open on both sides, right? And when you have it running in dual coil mode, there's no hole in the middle. I mean, it's just plugged up. You have each wick plugging up all those slots. And I'm telling you, if you pop 2 big old macro builds, 2 big old Clapton builds, Alien, Clapton, Fuse, Clapton, you are going to cover up all those slots. And how are you going to fill it up? There's no way filling it up. There's no other holes. That's why I like to run it in single coil anyways. But if you are a dual coiler out there, just know this. The way this is right now, it's a pain filling it. You have to leave one wick out completely, fill it up, then pop the wick in there. Just letting you know. So Roy, in my opinion, what you should do is pull these posts in like you have it on the Avocado 24. You're still going to be able to pop big builds in there and put a fill slot somewhere. At least make it to where there's a hole that's open when these wicks are covering everything up. Because if there's no other hole, it's just going to back up. The juice is going to back up and get everywhere. So what I did was I pulled this little slot in, the adjustable juice flow control. Now I can because that stupid post is out of the way. I'm actually glad that happened. Now I can work with this thing and I'm free. It's freed up. Check it out. I got a single coil build in here. Stainless steel. She's reading at 0.35 ohm. I'm going to be running this thing in temperature mode for sure. I got her sitting on this Relay RX23. Look at that. I got one side tucked in, one wick tucked in there just like so. You got plenty of room, but then you don't have plenty of room, and I'm going to explain it. But I'm going to tuck this side in, and you see this? I'm going to go over this again, but you got the posts that kind of jut out. They're kind of floating. You kind of have to tuck the wicks underneath that post. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck this side in, kind of underneath that post like so. And then just boop, tuck it in on that side. And you see that? You got the wick that's just peeking out. It's peeking out beyond that glass where that glass is. That's the way that you want it. Pop a little juice on that wick. Give her a quick fire. And then we got to fill her up. About right there, and we're good to go. Now we got one more step though. So here's a silicone piece, and this silicone piece is supposed to press fit into this side of the tank, but the problem is you got these little feet. I call them feet. But the way this is now, if you pop this sucker in there, it's going to block everything off. It's going to suffocate that cotton. So the way that I do it is I just cut those feet flush, just like that. Press fit that bad boy in there. Oh yeah, look at that. We got room. We got space. Maybe make a little more space. There we go, right there. Look at that. That way, when I tilt it like that, the juice just feeds and feeds and feeds and feeds, and I get, oh, blissful vape. Oh, yeah, and you have a choice. You can leave this slot open on this side if you want just a little bit more airflow, or you can pop the ceramic piece on there and direct the airflow from here and hit the back of the coil, which we're going to do. That's what it's meant for. So I got the slots lined up parallel for the top cap, and I'm going to go ahead and line it up just like that, okay? Boom, boom, boom. Slots parallel, and that way I've got the airflow hitting the bottom of the coil on this side, and then the back of the coil on this side. All right, so a recap of all the differences between this bad boy and the Avocado 24. First of all, this uses the bell-shaped top cap. She's got a conical type design. Drip tip is Delrin and uses a plastic lip instead of an O-ring. As you guys saw before, the wick slots are completely open on each side. This one has that bottom airflow. That's what this is, the bottom airflow Avocado 24, okay, on both sides. The velocity style posts on this bad boy are thicker than the Avocado 24, and you have more space so you can pop bigger builds in there. This one has that juice flow control option, unlike the Avocado 24, but like I said, the juice flow control on this, man, they need to get rid of it. Just get rid of it, Roy. It's way better without it, trust me. And lastly, the Avocado 24 bottom airflow version is 5mm taller than the Avocado 24. Whoo, the bottom airflow right off the bat. Smooth, smooth, smooth. I can cut it off halfway. It's smooth. Open her up all the way, and it's smooth. Close her off pretty much all the way, and it's smooth. I mean, the airflow for this is swooshy. It's smooth. Gotta love it. So far, so good. I mean, flavor's good. The vapor is good. You guys see it. I can't say, oh, it's great. Not yet. This is the first day. The reason why I don't do that is because vape products are temperamental. One day you can have a great vape. The next day it could be, you just never know. With vape products, they go up and down depending on how you build, how you wick it, all that stuff. So I need to figure this product out a little bit more. I'll come back and I'll do a follow-up for sure. When I do a follow-up with the Hadley RDA, I promise I'll do a follow-up with this bad boy. I'm going to start doing a lot more first looks, first impressions, and then doing follow-ups like I did with the Petri. And you know, when I mentioned the Petri RTA follow-up, there's a lot of guys that go, where's the Petri RTA? If you missed the Petri RTA follow-up, I'll post a link down in the description. Check it out. I did a follow-up. Go check it out. Link's in the description. So yeah, that right there, boys and girls, is the first impressions of this Avocado 24 bottom airflow. This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.